Welcome back to your mat. I'm glad you're here. Today's class is a very twisty, strengthening flow. You don't need any props for today's class, but if you would like to use a yoga strap or a long towel to help bridge the gap between the hands, if you would like to move toward a full bind where you're trying to reach the fingers to touch each other, then you're welcome to use a strap or any other props that support your practice. When you're ready, let's get started reclined on the mat with feet toward the front of the mat and our head toward the back of the mat. And go ahead and plant your feet to the floor and walk the feet away from each other so that they find the edges of your mat. And then let the knees fall back in toward each other. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, and just start to observe the rise and fall of your chest and abdomen as you breathe. And then we'll take 3 breaths together to begin our practice. Breathe in through your nose, and then open your mouth, sigh it out. Twice more. Breathe in, sigh out. Once more. Let it go. Then close your mouth and start to rock your head left and right. The next time you pass through center, pause there with the head and start to let the legs sway left and right. Just finding gentle movement. It's okay if one hip lifts up from the floor. And the next time you pass through center, pause there. Start to heel toe the feet toward one another, and then draw both knees in toward your chest. Bring your hands to your knees, and then start to circle out the legs. And as you create circles, either with the legs together or independently, just feel the little massage that your low back is getting on the ground. Both directions with your circles. Then pause in the center, plant the left foot to the ground, and then slide the left heel away from you. Keep the right leg in and interlace the fingers around the right shin. Rotate the right ankle, both directions. Then place your left hand on top of your right thigh. Reach your right arm out to the side, out to the ground beside you, palm faces down. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, we'll guide right leg over to the left, creating our first twist. Pause here to breathe. Then pass back through center. Draw both knees in toward the chest. And then we'll switch the sides. Plant the right foot to the ground. Slide the right heel away. Interlace the fingers around the left shin and rotate the ankle. Both directions. Then place right hand to left thigh. Reach your left arm out to the ground beside you. Press the palm down into the floor. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist. Guide left leg across to the right. Return to center. Draw both knees in. This time, wrap your arms around your shins, bring your forehead toward your knees, and curl into a tight little ball. Keep the head lifted and the shoulders lifted from the ground, but release the hands up toward the ceiling. And then reach both arms toward the right so that the left arm makes some kind of contact with the outer right leg. And then just hold there, squeeze, press left arm into right leg and vice versa for 3, for 2, pass through center, and then reach left as you press your right leg and your left arm toward each other. Keep pressing them together for 3, 2, pass back through center, and then roll yourself down. Plant your feet to the ground. Sway your legs left and right. Then draw both knees into the chest. Curl into a tight little cannonball and begin to rock and roll forward and back. We'll meet in a seat facing the front of the mat. Sukhasana, easy seat. And look down at your feet, and we're going to make sure that the left leg is closest to us and the right leg is farther away. This will come into play in a moment when we go to stand up. So we've got right leg out front, away from us, and left foot in close. Bring the hands to the shins, tuck your chin toward your chest, and exhale as you round through the spine, seated cat pose. Then inhale, lift the chest into seated cow. And then back and forth between these two shapes. Let your breath dictate the speed at which you move. And now, if you encounter any places that feel sticky or tight or need a little more attention, stay there. Breathe into those spaces. There is no rush. And the next time that your heart is lifted into seated cow pose, stay here. Reach your arms up high, breathe in, wiggle your fingers. And then as you breathe out, cactus out the arms. Bring your fingertips toward your temples so your elbows are flared out. Take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to twist to the right. Let your right rib cage lead the twist. Pause. When you've twisted as much as you can twist, stay there. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, see if you can twist just a little deeper. Inhale to the center. Reach both arms up. Exhale, cactus. Bring fingertips toward temples. Elbows are flared. Breathe in as you lengthen the spine. As you breathe out, this time we twist to the left. When you find the most twist you can find, stay there, just energetically holding with the strength of your core. Breathe in again. Exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Left rib cage leads the twist. Inhale back to the center, reach both arms high. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Now, reach your arms forward toward the top of your mat, and you're going to lift your knees up so that the soles of your feet start to find their way toward the ground. We're going to lean back just to create a little momentum. Not yet, though, not yet. We're going to lean back, and then we're going to lean forward, shift our weight into our feet, rise to stand, and end up facing the back of the mat. Okay, so I know it sounds complicated, but it's not as complicated as it sounds. So take an inhale as you lean back. And as you exhale, shift forward onto your feet, rise up to stand, turn to unwind your feet so you're facing the back of your mat. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Bend your knees so much you can lay belly to thighs. Bring your fingertips toward the ground, or if you'd like, you can catch opposite elbows. Or in my case, pet a cat.
And then let your head hang. Shake your head like you're saying no. Nod like you're saying yes. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll yourself all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up when you get to the top. Exhale, press the palms together, pull the hands down to your heart. Stay here, standing on your feet. Look down at your feet and peel your right heel up from the ground. Now start to gaze forward in front of you and find a place on your wall or something that you can look at that is not going to move. And that'll be where you concentrate your gaze for your drishti to help keep your balance. Now keep the hands at the heart or wherever feels supportive for your practice. Start to lift your right knee up toward hip height. Pause here in this one-legged mountain pose. Stand taller on the left leg. Take another breath. Then cactus out your arms. Bend your elbows a little more to bring fingertips toward the temples, just like we did when we were seated. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Hold it here. Take another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to the center. Reach your arms up high. Kick your right foot forward. And now you're going to step forward to the middle of your mat. Thank you, Storm. Step forward to the middle of your mat. Bring your hands toward your heart. Warrior 3. Balance on your right leg. Send the left leg back behind you. And then you can stay exactly as you are, or maybe you reach your left toes down to the ground a couple of times to lift and lower the back leg. Chair pose, left foot meets right. Bend into both knees, reach your arms up. And then see if you can lift your toes. So we're anchoring down through the four corners. That does not include the actual toes, but it does include the base of the big toe, the base of the pinky toes, and then 2 points at the back of each heel. Press down a little more. One more breath. Forward fold. Exhale. Heel toe your feet apart. Outside of hips distance, bear squat. Start to send your hips back in space. Reach your arms forward. Top of your head reaches forward as well. So we're creating this long line through the spine. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lift the heels, balance on the toes. And bring your fingertips to the ground. Lower your knees all the way to the ground. Untuck your toes as you rise to stand on your shins. Place your right hand at your low back. Reach your left arm up toward the ceiling. Lift your gaze to look up toward your left hand. Start to lift your heart up like you could reach your heart up toward your hand as well. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward, and then find your back bend. Keep lifting the heart. One more breath. And then upright your torso. Plant both hands to the ground. High plank. Step your feet back. Grip the floor with your hands. Press into the hands. Shift a little forward and back. Then downward facing dog. Pike your hips up high. Pedal your feet. Pause in your downward facing dog. From here, inhale, lift the right leg up high. Bend the knee and make some circles around the right hip socket. Just 2 or 3 circles and then reverse direction. Then reach the right leg high, take an inhale. As you exhale, runner's lunge, step your right foot forward. Soften your left knee to the ground, low lunge. Sweep your arms up. And then I'd like you to back out of your lunge just a little bit. Sometimes when we find lunge or low lunge, we really sink down into it and kind of lose that muscular integrity of the pose. But today, since we're adding the twist, we want to be especially mindful of that and really press the floor away underneath us. Draw the hands down to the heart. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, twist to the right, but don't lean forward yet. Just twisting, holding. Now, cactus out your arms, fingertips toward your temples. Maintain this twist. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to explore the twist. Now, hold this twist. Start to lean forward. Reach your left elbow toward your outer right knee. Hold. Release the left hand toward the ground. Palm faces away from you. Lean your right shoulder back. One more breath. Now look down toward your left hand and your right foot and start to straighten through the right leg. And maybe your left hand reaches to the ground, finding this twisted half split. Keep reaching right elbow up toward the ceiling. Last breath. Runner's lunge. Unwind. Frame out the right leg. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee. Step back to high plank. Shift forward in your high plank, grip the floor. Option to lower to your knees for our first chaturanga. Bend your elbows straight back. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Forward fold. And then crawl your hands to the left. Slightly lift your heels. Crawl your hands all the way to the left till you face the front of your mat. Bend your knees and have a seat. We're back in Sukhasana. Easy seat, one shin crossed in front of the other. And this time, our right foot is closest to us and our left leg is farther away. Place the hands at the shins. Breathe out as you find your seated cat. Breathe in as you find seated cow. Lift the chest. Couple more. Exhale and inhale. Last time. Next time your heart is lifted, stay there. Release your hands. Reach the arms forward. Start to lift your knees so that the soles of your feet find the ground. We're about to rise and stand and turn to face the back of the mat. Inhale as you lean back. Exhale as you shift forward onto the feet. Rise up. Turn to face the back of your mat. Urdhva Hastasana, mountain pose. Or upward salute. And then bring the hands down to the heart. Look down at your feet. Peel your left heel from the ground. And then start to invite your left knee up toward hip height. Stand tall on the right leg. Then cactus out your arms. Bring your fingertips toward your temples. Keep the elbows wide. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, twist your upper body to the left. Keep the twist. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, see if you can twist a little more. Left rib cage leads. Just maintaining the twist with the strength of our core. And turn back to face your left foot. Kick your left foot forward. Step halfway up your mat, warrior three, balancing on the left leg. Let the right leg float up behind you. And then you can maintain the standing balance here, or if you'd like, you can tap the right toes to the ground a few times and then lift it back to warrior three. Chair pose, right foot meets left. Bend into both knees, release the hands up toward the ceiling. See if you can lift your toes, check out your feet. And now shift your weight onto your toes, lift your heels. See how high you can lift the heels. Sink your hips down just a little bit for 3 and 2. Forward fold, lower your heels down. Bring your fingers down and then heel toe your feet apart, bear squat. Feet outside of hips distance, reach the arms forward, top of head forward. Tailbone reaches back. You can stay flat-footed or lift your heels, balance on your toes. One more breath. Bring the fingers down to the ground. Plant your knees to the ground. Untuck your toes. Rise to stand up on your shins. Returning to a camel variation, place your left hand at your low back. Reach your right arm up high. Look toward your right hand and lift your chest in that direction as well. Stay here or start to squeeze your glutes. Let your gaze move up higher. Keep lifting the chest. Last breath. Slowly upright your torso. Bring both hands down to the ground. Step back to high plank. Shift forward. Grip the floor. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. On your next inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the left knee. Circle out the left hip. Both directions. Then reach your left leg up high. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're stepping the left foot forward, runner's lunge. Then soften your right knee down, upright your torso, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then back out a little bit. Press down into your foundation, left foot, right shin and top of foot, maybe the knee. And then bring the hands down to the heart. Take an inhale here, thumbs at sternum. As you exhale, start to twist to the left. Pause in your twist. Cactus your arms. Bring fingertips toward temples. Take another breath in. Explore the twist as you breathe out. Maintain the twist. Now we start to lean forward, bringing the right elbow toward the outer left knee. Option to release the right hand toward the ground. Palm faces away from you, out to the side. Then look down towards your right hand and your left foot. See if you can start to straighten the left leg, maybe bringing the fingertips of the right hand to the floor. One more breath. Runner's lunge. Plant the hands. Step back to high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Walk your hands towards you. And then lift your heels, balancing on your toes and your fingertips. We're going to crawl the hands to the right. Bend the knees, have a seat. We're back in Sukhasana, easy seat. This time the right shin farther away from us, but we're not staying. We're going to lean back, gather up your legs in your hands, hold on to your thighs, find a little balance on your bottom. So now we're in boat. You can stay here, or you can release the hands, or if you'd like, find the twist. Start to reach both arms slightly to the right, past the right leg. So left arm and right leg make contact, and then try to squeeze the legs up closer to left shoulder and slide them away. 2 more times, squeeze and slide. 1 more squeeze, 1 more slide, and then take it to the other side. Arms to the left. So the right arm and the left leg are making some kind of contact. Then try to squeeze the knees up toward the right shoulder. Slide them away. 2 more. Slide away. 1 more. Slide away. Come back to the center. Hold on to the backs of your thighs. Tuck your chin toward your chest and roll down onto your back body. Happy baby. Rock a little side to side. And then release your left foot to the ground. Start to slide your left foot away. So we just have the right leg gathered up, right hands around the right shin. Giving a nice little rotation of the ankle once again. And then release the hands up toward the ceiling. The right leg is still drawing in toward the chest. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bring your right knee over toward your left shoulder, not too far. Take in 1 more inhale here. As you exhale, now we lift the upper body. Trying to make contact with the left triceps and the right thigh. Squeezing here. And then if you'd like, you can take the leg across the body all the way to the left, relaxing the head and shoulders back down to the ground. Now you can stay here and enjoy this twist, or if you'd like to try the standing version, once again, return to the back body, draw both knees in, begin to rock and roll forward and back, create a little momentum, and rise up to stand. Now, you could still be on the ground. We're going to return there. So if you didn't want to get up, go back, but stay in the twist. We're going to find the twist standing if you're with me standing. So start to draw your right knee up toward hip height. Cactus out your arms, lift your chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, twist to the right with the upper body. And then at the same time, bring your left knee, your right knee toward your left shoulder. Hold it there. Then reach your left arm down so that the left arm makes contact with the outer right leg. Good job. Maintain this position. Option to straighten the right leg if you like. Holding for 3. You can even straighten the right leg if you're reclining. Hold for 2. 1 more breath. If you're standing, mountain pose, right foot by left. Let the arms hang down by side body, palms radiating forward. If you're reclined, just unwind and lay in Shavasana or corpse pose. If you're standing, make your way back to a seat on the mat. Recline yourself all the way down. And then we'll all meet with knees at the chest. Keep the left leg in, plant the right foot to the ground, and slide the right heel away. Release the left leg, reach the arms up. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the left knee over toward the right shoulder. Take another inhale. As you exhale, this time we lift the head and the shoulders from the mat. Making some kind of contact here with the right arm and the outer left leg. You can stay here, or you can soften the head and shoulders to the mat and find the full twist. Continue to guide left leg over to the right, and then stay and enjoy the twist. Or if you'd like to try the twist standing, return to your back body, draw your knees into the chest, begin to rock and roll. We'll meet standing at the top of the mat. And then peel your left heel up. Draw your left knee up toward hip height. Cactus out your arms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist to the left. Stay here in your twist, fingertips toward temples. Option to release the right arm to the outer left leg. Maybe find a little more opening. Option to straighten that left leg, whether you're standing or not. One more breath. If you're standing, mountain pose. Step left foot by right. Let your arms hang down, palms forward. And this time, if you feel safe and comfortable, close your eyes. If you're standing, blink your eyes open, reach your arms up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Then start to bend your knees, lower yourself back to the seat. We'll meet on our back body. Feet planted to the floor. One gentle bridge pose. Press the palms down on the floor, fingers pointing toward your heels. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press into your feet and arm bones, lift your hips. Not looking for a big back bend here, but rather just a little stretch and space across hip flexors. Then slowly lower yourself down. Heel toe your feet farther apart from each other and let the knees sway left and right. And then pause in the center. Heel toe the feet together. And then let the knees open up wide. If you have some pillows or a couple yoga blocks, you can wedge them underneath your thighs for support. And sometimes that little bit of support under the thighs allows us to relax a little more, to soften a little more. So if you don't have them today, try it another time and just notice or see if you can tell the difference. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And then just return to that observation of breathing, of rise and fall of your chest, of your abdomen. And then maybe you even notice what's different about your breath now as compared to the beginning of class. One more breath here. Then place your hands at your outer thighs and help your legs to close. Heel toe your feet apart from each other back to the edges of your mat and let one knee fall in at a time. Then draw both knees into your chest and roll to your side, just as a way to press yourself up to a seat. Find your favorite seat. It can be Sukhasana once again. Doesn't matter which shin is in front. Let's sit up tall. Let your hands rest in your lap and start to shrug your shoulders up toward your ears. And then roll them back and down. And then reverse that action. Roll the shoulders back and up and forward and down. One more time, forward and up and back and down. Let the hands fully rest in the lap now. We'll take 3 breaths sitting up tall. You can close your eyes or keep them unfocused. But start by exhaling and release the air from the lungs. Then breathe in through your nose. Pause when the lungs are full. Open your mouth. Again, pause at the top. This time an audible exhale. And then one final time, breathe together. Pause at the top. If there's space, breathe in a little more. Hold it. Then open your mouth, breathe out. Close the mouth and blink your eyes open. Thank you for being here and for making it till the end. I hope that you had a good time with our twists and found a little more space and opening. It's amazing how much we depend on the help of the hands to really move into twists. So when we have the arms cactused and we're just using the strength of our core to find those twists, we definitely aren't twisting as deep, but it is a much more, in my opinion, a much more powerful twist because all the strength is coming from your core. So I hope you had a good class. I hope you'll come back and practice with me again soon. See you next time.